have no control. There are 30 books in here. I really need a book buying ban. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nupur and I love books. I love to read, I love the fantasy genre, I love romance, I love romantasy. However, I am a firm believer that reading books and buying books are two separate hobbies. As you can see, I have acquired a few books in the last 2 months, month and a half. I have no control. There are 30 books in here, I counted. Some of these books are so good that I've already read like 2 of them, and some I am so excited to start. And yes, I'm just adding to my physical TBR, which is never ending. I am really excited to share this with you, so let's get into it. First up, we have Fourth Wing and the Dragon Sprayed Edges. I know that it looks a lot like the first edition, however, when I finally got reading Fourth Wing and finally got back into reading, it was all sold out. So I could not get my hands on it, and unfortunately I refused to pay $250 for one book here in Canada. So it's the Polish edition and it looks just as good. So I don't know about you, but I'm happy. With that being said, I did order one Fourth Wing special edition from acrylics.com and it cost me like $150, and that was only because I did not even notice while ordering it that the shipping cost was more than the book itself. Now don't get me wrong, I really wanted that book, I really loved that edition. However, $150, really? Well, the credit card has been swiped, so here we are, just waiting for the order. It should arrive by August end, or it should ship by August end, something like that. But I will share it with you once it finally arrives. So, Fourth Wing is the first one. You can imagine how my bank account is really upset with me because it's like special edition after special edition here. This is the annotated special edition of Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. Hear me out. I haven't read this book yet. I know. I bought the special edition, haven't read the book yet, but I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I am kind of a sadist, I feel like, because I love books that just make me weep. Give me a book that breaks my heart, stomps on it, and makes me cry. And I think it's gonna do that. I'm really excited to get into it. But first, I do want to show you the actual hardcover underneath the dust jacket because that's like super cute. So here we are. I'm so excited. Isn't this like so cute? And there is art on the dust jacket in the back as well, so that's super cute. And the author also has these annotations in the margins, and I'm really excited to read these because I love to annotate. Yes, I love to highlight and tab books, but I also really like to write my thoughts in it if I relate to the book or if I find it really cool. And I never really thought about how you would feel about authors annotating their own books, like their inner thoughts. And I believe Stephanie Garber also has one for The Ballad of Never After, the Barnes and Nobles edition, but I live in Canada, so we only have Indigo here. And Indigo had this, so here we are, even though we don't have the Barnes and Nobles special edition of one of my most eyed series. I still haven't read it, but I am really excited to read that. Okay, we're getting a bit sidetracked here, so I'm just gonna go on to the next book. Did I mention that this was a very special edition heavy book haul? Because we have another one for Funny Story by Emily Henry, and it is the signed Waterstones exclusive edition. So it has these orange and blue sprayed edges on all 3 edges, and it is signed by the Queen herself, Emily Henry. Isn't that super cute? I am so excited to own this edition. So I got this from Marketplace, shout out to Shauna, and she had listed this and I just grabbed it because I knew I wanted to get into Emily Henry's books, and I just found this cover so cute. Why does UK get all the nice covers? Like US gets the worst covers ever, I feel like, for most books. I just couldn't help myself. I paid like $60 for this in CAD, and I was like, what if I don't like it? What if I end up hating it? Because I had never really read an Emily Henry book before. Actually, that's not true. I had never really finished an Emily Henry book before because I tried reading Happy Place last year on my Kindle when I had first gotten my Kindle back in August 2023, and I just DNF'd it at 25%. I'm a firm believer that if Happy Place is going to be a first Emily Henry book, don't do that. Like, don't do that. You should read another book first just to get to know her writing style, so you know that Happy Place is going to be good. It's just dual timeline, so it's a bit harder to get into as your first Emily Henry book. But I did finish Funny Story, and yes, I did buy another version, the US cover, to annotate and read this book. Let me show you. Okay, so here is Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I annotated this. I wrote so much in this book. I have never written in any book this much. I've never put as much annotation in my Kindle or my physical books this much. This one was so close to my heart. Daphne is me and I am her, and I related too much to this book to admit in public. Unfortunately, even though I loved every character except Peter and Petra, if they have no haters, I'm dead. I did like her main characters. I did love Miles. I did really love Daphne and related to her. Unfortunately, the romance in this book was not top tier for me, which is the only reason why I did not rate it 5 stars, even though I really wanted to. It was a 4-star read for me. So yes, we have the UK and the US cover of Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I loved this book. The tabs say it all. And of course, I did buy the rest of Emily Henry's books that I really wanted to after Funny Story. I did start Happy Place again. I am almost 65% or 70% through. You can see the tabs in this one as well. And this is not Happy Place. This is Sad Place. It's making me sob so much. I kind of stopped reading because I think it's so good. It's giving me a reading slump. It got me into a reading slump while I'm reading the book. I am going to finish it this weekend for sure. But oh my god, I'm sobbing on every page. I'm tabbing everything, so I'm not able to write anything because everything is blurry, because I'm always in tears in this book, and I love it. I love it. I love books that make me cry. Recommendation in the comments, please. Thank you. But yes, I'm so excited to read these books, especially Beach Read, because everybody is still raving about it 6 years later, so I need to know what it's all about. And I know it's missing People We Meet on Vacation out of the major Emily Henry books. I don't know, I didn't vibe with that book. But I will be making a vlog, a reading vlog for reading all of Emily Henry's books, so maybe then I will buy it and finally read it. We shall see. But yes, for now I bought these. Next up is the book that was definitely not on my TBR. I just saw it lying on a bookshelf in Indigo. It was just lying in front of a pile of romance books on the bookshelf, and I just found it very intriguing. And I've heard things about this author. I believe she wrote The Bodyguard, and this special edition is honestly too stunning. It was 30% off, and I don't have any self-control, so yeah. Don't judge me, I just love books, okay? So yeah, the rom-comers by Kathleen Central seems like a great summer read, so I am really excited to read this one as well. Don't know when I'll do it, but I shall do it. Next up we have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Listen, I really wanted the whole trilogy, okay? I know it's not a trilogy, it's interconnected standalones, but I really wanted Part of Your World as well as Yours Truly. However, there was only one Part of Your World left, and there was no Yours Truly at my store. It just didn't seem right to purchase the first and the third, but not the second book in the interconnected standalone series. So I was like, you know what, I'll just stick to this one. And it was on 30% off as well, so here you go. But I have heard nothing but good things about this book. I have not heard anybody, and I mean anybody, say this was a bad book, and I am really excited to read this because Abby Jimenez is an author I have been wanting to get to, but with this hype, I have to read this summer. Like, it's screaming summer. I might just read Part of Your World and Yours Truly on my Kindle and then get to this, because I know people said that the end in this will spoil everything in the first 2 books. And Yours Truly has really good anxiety representation, I've heard. Anxiety and me are like buddies. We are roomies. We never leave each other alone, you know? Like, it stays in my head rent-free all of the time. So I need to read something. I need to feel seen. I need representation in this. We will be reading that super soon. And yes, it's Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Here you go. Next up we have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Now, I'm not usually a fan of YA books, but I feel like these days I'm not very much into spice in books. It kind of puts me off when there is too much spice. I don't mind it. I really like it when there is good spice in books. Like, give that to me. But these days I have been steering away from it just because it's been too much lately. Like every single book is mostly just spice and no plot, and good for you if you love that. I support you, I support your rights, and you're wrong. However, I was like, you know what, YA couldn't hurt. And I've heard that this one does have some spice, so I don't know why it was still YA, but I'm really excited to read this because I love to play chess. I consider myself a really good chess player, so I am so excited for a chess romance because I haven't seen very many of those. So let's see how this one is. Check-in made by Ali Hazelwood. Here we go. Listen, I'm aware, okay? I know that I hold books weirdly at weird angles. Listen, don't judge me, okay? Like, anyway. I also bought Wild Love by Elsie Silver. Now this I bought only for the spine, the mountain spine, Alberta. I live in Canada and I don't read a lot of things that are based in Canada. So this was making me feel seen and I bought it because I really want that mountain thingy in the spine on my bookshelf when I finally finished this. So I was excited for that, and I only got it because it's only available in the first printing and not the ones after that. I accept this as my mistake, but this was the first Elsie Silver book I've ever read. It did not end well because it did not end at all. I DNF'd this book. It was so bad. I've seen people say that it's not her best book yet, that Chestnut Spring series is definitely top tier and not this book, so it might not have been the best book to start with for Elsie Silver, but I'm hoping it will improve as series goes on because I am buying it for the mountain. We don't really have a lot of Canadian authors representing Canada, so we need this. I'll just take this one for the team. Next up, we have two books by Ashley Poston. One is A Novel Love Story and the second one is The 7-Year Slip, which has been basically everybody's best book of 2023 and in their 2023 wrap up. So I was so excited to read this and I've heard really good things about it. It's like time travel. The male main character is living like 7 years in the past but in the same apartment as our female main character, and I know some things about it. I've listened to a podcast about it, but I don't know, I'm really just excited to read this because the plot sounds a lot like The Lake House and I really like that movie. Let's see how this book is. The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, as well as A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. And in this book, our female main character just gets inside her book. Like, she literally transports into her romance book that she's reading or writing, I don't know, and suddenly her pages are blank and she's in a small town and her car is stranded. But there is one grumpy character that she does not know who he is. He's new to her and I believe that's her love interest. So I'm really excited to read this and this. Also, are you noticing a theme here? Like, why is the color blue kind of like the 2024 color of the books, and the color orange because Funny Story, A Novel Love Story, Archer's Voice Special Edition, as well as Wild Eyes, which is, I believe, after Wild Love, it's tangerine color, which we were not expecting. I was not expecting. So it seems like blue and orange are the colors for the books, which good for them, I guess. You do you. I'm happy to read it. My shelves are colorful. I love it. At least it's not a black cover like every single fantasy book you ever read. That's a hot take. Now, we have one book which I know is gonna make me sob on every single page. I've read the reviews. However, it has been on my TBR for a long time and it was for $15, which is cheap for Canada. Okay, it was on sale, so this was cheap. Usually our paperbacks are like $23 each and our hardbacks are like $40 each. So trust me, this was a steal deal and I really wanted to read this, so I was like, why not? Yes, so we have 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole and I'm really excited to read this one. I believe I should buy one more box of Kleenex because I will need it just for this book. Next up, we have a book that I can only read in fall because I don't have Halloween vibes or witchy vibes in summer right now. But this is The X-Hex by Erin Sterling, I believe. Yes. So it's The X-Hex by Erin Sterling and I am so excited to read this book. However, I did buy it from Marketplace and the woman did not tell me that it is like in this condition. She is going through it. It's okay. We love her regardless. She still deserves love. And I've heard really good things about The X-Hex. Apparently it's a witchy fantasy romance with, it's like really quirky. It's supposed to be really quirky. And everybody and their mothers were reading it during Halloween. So yes, this one is for a fall read, The X-Hex by Erin Sterling, and I'm really excited to read this in fall. Next up, I have a book that everybody and I mean everybody on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube are talking about. And it's not a book, it's a series. It's Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. And listen, I love Avatar. I bought all 3 books in Crescent City, okay? I was the first one to buy House of Flame and Shadow. However, the first book in that series, The House of Earth and Blood, I am still trying to read it. It's been 2 years since I bought it. I'm still trying to read it and I haven't been able to read it. Like, I even dyed my hair red to be like Bryce and I still couldn't read it. So I don't know. And I tried to read Throne of Glass as well. And I think it's just not the right time for me. You can see the bookmark where I am. Like, I don't think I can read fantasy in summer as much as I thought I would. So this one will have to wait till fall, but I am really excited to start this. Just right away, I knew it's going to be better than Crescent City, like any day. I believe it was just that multiverse crossover aspect of that ending in Hosab, which yes, has been spoiled for me. I know what happens. I won't spoil it for you, but yes, it's all over the internet, okay? It's been spoiled for me. And I know what happens in the House of Flame and Shadows, like with the crossover, not the other aspects. But I don't know if I can get through the series. Like, I mean, it looks pretty on my bookshelf, so I have all 3 books, but yes, this one I am genuinely intrigued to read, and I shall continue this in the fall. So, Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. Next up, we have one of my favorite series of all time and my favorite non-fantasy series of all time, Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I love these books so much. I love these characters like they're my own found family, and I just want to dive into this world. Yes, I know London exists, but I wish I could be a part of their world, because nothing has ever made me feel this way before. I think about the series every single day without fail. If you haven't read Magnolia Parks yet, please do yourself a favor and read this series. So Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. Also, this first book is the self-published first edition of Magnolia Parks and the original cover as well. So I am so excited because all of these have been traditionally published and they're the UK editions, but this first book is still the self-published edition that I own. It's just so cute. It's just when she started, and I love this series so much. I originally read this series on my Kindle, and then I found a listing for this on Marketplace, except the last book which I had to order from Amazon, and I just grabbed it. I couldn't help myself. I spent a shit ton of money on it, but you know what? YOLO. I'll justify it. I think about these books every single day. They've already paid themselves off. So, Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I'm gonna just put these aside because it's a heaven. My arms are getting some workout at least by lifting these stacks of books. Like, today's cardio has been done. Speaking of that, I did buy Chester Spring series as well, except Reckless, which I still don't have. I found out that Amazon still has the mirror special edition covers, like these mirror covers for Hopeless, Powerless, and Heartless. However, unfortunately, there was none for Flawless and Reckless, so I had to buy Flawless, the Bloom edition, and I still don't own Reckless, which I should buy this month. I really need a book buying ban. But I am excited to read this series nonetheless, because first of all, I've never read a cowboy romance before, so let's see what that's all about, because these series have been one of the most hyped non-fantasy series of all time, on TikTok at least. So I need to see what it's all about. However, I just hope it's better than Wild Love, because that was a disappointment. Like, I love Elsie Silver, thank you for the Canadian representation. Wild Love was not it, okay? She was not it. So hopefully these books will not disappoint. Next up, I have another book that's gonna make me cry, which is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I just found out that Christina Lauren is not one person, they're 2 separate authors, which is, you know what, good for you, good for you. I could never work on a collaborative project where we're writing a book together, because that takes a lot of cooperation and commitment, and people just suck sometimes, but good for them. And I've heard really good things about Love in Other Words, but I don't know. I think it's childhood friends to lovers, and there is sort of a cheating thing, which is not exactly a cheating thing. I saw Lexi's video on it, so I am really excited to read this. Let's see how I like it. I know Sarah really loves it. Sarah Caroli on YouTube, I watch her a lot. I know she has some editions of it, which again, the UK cover is so much better. Like, why do we keep getting these covers like US and Canada? So let's see. I am really excited to read this in summer as well. Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Yes, I got this off of Marketplace, by the way. marketplace is a good place to buy books, and if someone is purging their collection, you should just grab it. So here we are. Okay, next up we have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I have heard such good things about the series. However, I am like a child when it comes to thrillers and other dark stuff because I am very easily spooked, so I am a bit hesitant to get into it. It is supposed to be a YA thriller, so I hope it doesn't spook me out that much, but let's see. I know there's a found family aspect or something. I don't know much about it. I know these people have like special talents and they get hired by the FBI to help them out, which does sound very, very, very intriguing. So The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So those were the 30 books that I bought in the last couple of months that I've collected and wanted to show you. Thank you so much for watching my first ever YouTube video. I love you and I hope you liked it. If you did like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like my video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye lovelies. Love you.